Yes, so this is gonna be just an ephemeral stream, so you guys can tell me what you want to listen to and discuss, and or which direction. I'll just play some records and chat and ramble. So this is Fatima Al-Qadiri. This is a record I got earlier this year, last year. I believe this is her third album. Fatima Al-Qadiri. And I've not made my mind up on this yet. The album is called Medieval Femme. There is that's the theme. Medieval instruments or virtual medieval instruments, and her voice, obviously. The theme was very interesting to me, but yeah, when I got it, I didn't get exactly instantly what I expected from that, and I've set it aside and haven't given it a fair listen yet. And yeah, so that's it. I don't know if anyone is commenting right now. Okay. Yeah, I got like 3-4 records this past year, and that I was excited about, that maybe I rushed into because my initial survey of them when I got the actual record didn't turn out what as I hoped. But yeah, I tend to rush things. So I don't know if anyone is commenting right now. I don't see any comments, so maybe there's like I don't know when it's commenting, or I have like an issue with the stream. Oops. Oh. Hej Sam. Nu vet jag att det funkar i alla fall. Så Fatima Al-Qadiri. Fatima Al-Qadiri. This was released on Hyperdub, the same label that releases Burial, whom I'm still not buying the hype, at least not on the album level. There's a few EPs I like of his. Hey Bodo, hey Alan. Oh, nice. Thank you, Alan. Yeah, stream of consciousness, mostly. Now, with some preparation, probably like you. Yeah, so it's a decent record, to be honest. I think side 2 is better than side 1. but it's really not spectacular, which is not a bad thing. I tend to go for the hits, whatever that means. Whatever that means actually tracks that have an instant striking appeal. And it can come in various forms. The melody, the harmony, the rhythms, certain sound aesthetic. This one I like pretty much everything, but there's nothing that really wows me. It's very stripped down also, so yeah, this is really nice. It's quite interesting to have these medieval melodies or medieval sounding put with some Arabic singing. That makes for a nice, not philosophical contrast, but there's something to be thought over, I guess. So on another note, most of my records have been in complete chaos, no order, no sorting, just randomly, somewhat like stylistically put together, packed together, but not even that much. But today I did go through a little bit. It was a record actually was not finding, so I had to go through the shelves and the racks. But I don't know how I feel about that. I liked the fact that I was driven in my music listening by some sort of randomness. So what next? Fatima Al-Qadiri. What should we go after? Well, I have a couple of records I have yet to really make my mind up on. This is nice. This is really nice. I haven't given this record much time. Desire Maria. His first album on Mute Record, the label of Depeche Mode, Einstürzende Neubauten, some Wire, and many other things. I remember listening to some snippets of this online and being really curious about that, and I just listened to it quickly when I received it and didn't find anything in it for me, so let's see. Hello, Philippe. Ah, nice. Oh, you bought the... I guess you bought this, right? Big City. This was also my first Spaceman Free record. Funny, has a really Spaceman Free organ-like sound. So I know very little about Desire. There's a little text on the inner sleeve. He dedicates this to his family, mostly extended family. Hey Michael. Yes, on DAF, of course. Here's some DAF. And I got some solo stuff from them, the Gabi Delgado. Hey Ryan. It's a really nice record, Michael. Okay, so there's some kind of almost like trance gabber background in this. Is this gonna be one of these records too smart for its own sake? Yeah, it's a great album, Johan, de Josie de Oliveira. Good news, Michael. Isn't this what we call an auberge espagnole? Spanish in French. Like, so much of everything. Bodo, yeah. What kind of music is Harmonia? Well, it's kind of ambient rock, isn't it? Like borderline new age sometimes. Like new age rock ambient. People say it's krautrock, but krautrock doesn't mean anything. Hey Roger. Yeah, so how about that? Honestly, honest to be everything that you need. Call me when you miss me. Desire. From deep within, I get up again. Still don't know about that. It came out on Mute. Mute usually has had a quite good art direction throughout the years and reinventing themselves. They have this project. It was really interesting to me. Diamond version. It's a series of 5 EPs and an album. Let's listen to that. It's been a while. Now I remember when I discovered this, there was one track that I really liked. It might be this one. But it is quite all over the place. I mean, I can hear some of the African influences, for lack of better word. It's quite alright, this bit. Yeah. I think I need to go into details for that. Now, Diamond version is ultra digital music. Diamond version is one of the two guys from I think it's the guy from Bytone who had the label of Alvanoto with Mark Fell from S&D. And it's kind of like a ultra digital electro, which kind of goes against the traditional aesthetics of electro, which is kind of rough and lo-fi. Phil Klein, no, I found an email, I couldn't get a reply yet. Liaison, yeah, of course, Liaison Dangereuse, yeah. I saw them live and that was exceptional. Really cool music to dance to. This is from 2013. I understand this won't be for everyone, but yeah, it's also the music of the glitch, obviously, but it's really taken to its ultimate absurdist conclusion in the digital sound world. For me, there's something quasi psychedelic to this. Of course, it's super harsh and squarey, but if you want to embrace it, you really need to lose yourself into it. And as there is a very physical quality to this music, it's not intellectual, it is really a music of the body. So for me, that tends to be the most psychedelic kind of music. Yeah, it is Ryan. Yeah, what was interesting for me with this project is, of course, the guys who are in it. Mark Fell, who is S&D. S&D used to be one of the few 90s, late 90s IDM electronica band that I was fascinated with without really not necessarily understanding it. I'll show you some S&D. Yeah, here's my S&D stuff. But all right. So this was a reissue of an EP I have with some extra tracks. Travelogue. Very minimalistic artwork. I didn't get the S&D reissue because I have the original. I bought it when it was first released. S&D is one of the few electronic IDM electronica bands I still follow these days. Yeah, this I absolutely love. So this is techno, but solely made out of glitches. Hey John. Yeah, the record he did with Will Guthrie, very interesting, but I didn't like it. I don't know, it didn't work for me. The Knitting Factory, could be, Bodo, could be. Write to me about which directions you'd feel could be cool to investigate. There's so many ways to approach it. Yeah, concrete techno. Is it common to record via tape? I would say no, because you have to have access to a tape machine. But it's not rare either. With my former band, we used to do premixes, tape premixes. And we would record, we would produce through the computer or through the machines, and then we'd have like a wave file in the computer that we'd run through the tape to do a pre-master, pre-master. So you add like the natural distortion of tape, the natural hiss, but the natural distortion, not the hiss you don't necessarily hear if you do it. But it gives warmth to the sound. This is so good. Hey Dmitry. I'm based in Sweden. I'm on an island outside of Stockholm, in the forest. but I'm originally from France. When these guys started to do this in the late 90s, that was a real quiet revolution of how to picture and project the idea of rhythm and of dancing. It was really very little like that. Then quickly there was kind of small scene called the click and cuts. But S&D were really one of the few real originators of this. This is lullaby music for me. So where next, guys? Yeah, almost not techno, and I don't think either techno was necessarily the core culture of the two guys from S&D. I guess they were a huge part of what came to be known as like post-club music. Oh, Philippe, I can tell you privately, like it's old times, old stories. Some Neubauten, huh? Shall we play some Neubauten or something related to Neubauten? We can play some Neubauten. When people talk about Neubauten, usually these are the three albums that come first. Albert Mensch, Haus der Lüge, and Collapse. Yeah, the Pink Floyd of industrial music. You can see here, showcasing their whole arsenal, all their instruments. Mostly not instruments, or some, like a sledgehammer. Yeah. BCCCL. Yeah, the Wayne Guthrie album from last year was spectacular. But yeah, so my favorite, I love these records, but my favorite Einstürzende Neubauten record is this one. Zeitungen des Patienten OT. This part, oh my god, this is so good. Instantly, it's I think the first one I heard that attracted me was this Haus der Lüge with the title track, which is spectacular. Like, if you guys have never heard Einstürzende Neubauten, go listen to the track Haus der Lüge. It's especially if you're into rock, because you'll find some appeal in this. But this one is the first one I actually bought. I don't remember why it was that one. It's more darker and more experimental. I know Goebbels and Chris Cutler, yeah, of course. So what do you guys like this SND? This is from an album called Travelogue. Fascinatingly, for me, one of the few new names in electronic music that have totally taken me by surprise, and who's doing some of the absolute most forward-thinking music these days, is Ryan Trianor, which is the son of Mark Fell, half of the SND. Oh, for you too, Michael. Nice. Yeah, there's a... yeah, it's very English. Two-steppy. Two-steppy is what I refer as very UK. Two-step garage was a style of dance music from the late 90s, early 2000s that had this kind of with quite different aesthetics most of the time. So Einstürzende Neubauten. When is this from? I believe it's from 85 or so. Oh no, 83. Recorded between January and August 83. In Hamburg, in Berlin, Hamburg, and London. So contrary to the other Einstürzende Neubauten records, who have more kind of like pop song structures, or at least originate from that, this is much less so. let's put it that way. But this has, oh, but yeah, this is still a very, maybe one of the most well-known Einstürzende Neubauten record, because this has the track Armenia, which was featured in, I believe, at least 2 Michael Mann movies, including the one with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. The scene when Val Kilmer realizes that he can't go home get his girlfriend because his girlfriend is with the cops, and gives him a sign that like, no, don't come in. That's the soundtrack to it is this record. Hey Nils. Yeah, Malaria, and of course Beat Bartel, Gudrun Gut. I like Tabula Rasa. Tabula Rasa is the last. It's the sellout album, but I still like it. Sadly, I don't have Tabula Rasa anymore. Like I bought it when I was a teenager, and I guess it disappeared in one parental clean out of rinsing exorcism of cultural exorcism. Yeah. Everything by this guy, Alexandre Hacker, As, Bartel. So how do you qualify this music? There's basically just a very steady, muddy beat, tons of concrete sounds, and Blixa singing over it. Yeah, Bodo. I remember seeing them live in Paris, and yeah, it was quite intense what was happening on the stage. I'll just play quickly some of Armenia, Armenia. So to give a reference point for those who don't know it. It's very dramatic, ambient, with again a steady beat, which sounds like a string sampled and looped, or maybe a synth. I don't know. Just like a resonant, and it's not exactly steady. Sometimes it moves a little bit. Nice, Alan. That must have been quite intense. Test Department. I like some of the latter stuff. Test Department. It's one of these bands, very rhythmical industrial, and they kind of had, like, I guess, record label executives trying to get them to be pop stars in the late 80s, early 90s. Of course, that just resulted in some really bizarre and awkward music. Sometimes a track there and there that was actually good and interesting, but yeah. I guess Test Department were more rooted in the culture, in the scene, like performers. But it didn't translate on record as it did on stage. Art of Noises, yeah. Yeah. But this is timeless, in my opinion. Yeah, there's this fascination, romantic fascination for strings in Neubauten, because they are all about the destruction of the modern world, like how industrialization is our doom. The name Einstürzende Neubauten means buildings, the collapsing buildings under construction. So they have this fascination about this, like, ample, grandiose aspect of music, like very Nietzschean and Wagner, of course. Unique. This is Blixa, not a wounded animal. So where next? Where was Here, BCCCL. Yeah, it's difficult to realize how big Neubauten was in the 80s and early 90s. Not necessarily big in terms of sale, but in terms of influence. I guess there was lots of theatrics. Oh, Chile. Ah, nice. Santiago, yeah. Maybe we should play some Ramucho Mata. Ramucho Mata. Oh, you just got this one. Okay, yeah, then I should have played the other one. Loader. Oh, thank you for the nice words. Oh, so you were in Paris, dans la rue du Faubourg, where all the galleries. I was at his place many times. Yeah. He did lots of stuff with Don Cherry. Yeah, Michael, he did on this record. Exactly. Really, really good. Yeah, in his insane apartment. Ramucho is the son of Ricardo Mata, Chilean-French surrealistic painter. Also the brother of Gordon Mata Clark, the artist who was like cutting in half buildings, actual buildings. And Ramucho, in the 70s, he was the young brother. And he was sent to New York to live with his brother, and he hung out in New York with Don Cherry, with the early Talking Heads, and he was the assistant of Laurie Anderson, assistant lover. He was in charge of learning how the synthesizer worked. Oh yeah, these are pictures of Gordon Mata Clark, where he's cutting actual buildings. But Ramucho was married to a singer called Elie Medeiros, and they had a pop hit in France. Hey Rev. Oh, the Sanyawa is really good, yeah. BCCF, find me on Instagram, and we'll chat if you are there. Yeah, but John, most of the industrial bands you saw were probably what I call like industrial rock, which is more or less rock with some like industrial aesthetics. But it has, in my opinion, has very little to do with industrial music. But yeah, it still existed, and you saw them, and it represented something, of course. And his son, Michael Ramucho, is also a graphic, a painter, drawer, an artist. We had a project together. It didn't go through, but yeah, he played a lot with Don Cherry, and he releases a lot of stuff still. He has tons of CDs, CDRs, like really collectors item. Doris Salcedo. No, I don't know her. Yeah, I know John. But it's starting to be one of my pet projects to kind of have a more thorough and rigorous dialectic around industrial music. So Ramucho has got like three or four LPs from the early 80s, mid 80s, and a few side stuff. He did a record with he did some stuff with the Beatniks with what's his name? I got a 7-inch somewhere here. Let's see if I can find it. This is fun. The two first Musique Concrète records. A symphony for typing machines. Hey, Christopher. I don't know where it is. I think the record I'm talking about is called Kick, with this beat poet. The name escapes me right now. He's one of the two big ones. Bodo, can you teach me about it? I only know it by name, actually. So yeah, what's funny is that Ramucho, as he was together with Eli, well, he produced most of it, and this is way more pop. I'll play some of it. And they had like one track of this that became a hit, a radio hit in France. You guys, you American guys, you'll tell us if you think that could have been a hit in the US in the 80s. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I saw this on TV as I was, not 10 years old, something like that. Not, yeah, exactly. And Elise, this is the best track of the album. Ellie is singing on this as well. So basically, the next record, which is a pop record, is the same people. There's Yannick Top, who used to be in Magma, I believe, who plays the bass on some tracks. There's Coco. Yeah, and all the artwork is done by Ramucho. It's small drawings. It's more like graphic. Yeah, his work usually kind of tackles somewhere between post-punk, spiritual jazz, Senegal music, the kind of spiritual jazz, that all the Swedes were influenced by when they went to Senegal with Don Cherry.
Toi, mon tout, mon roi, toi, mon toi, mon tout, mon roi. Un petit poisson glisse entre mes jambes, il n'y a pas de raison pour se tirer la langue. Non, me regarde pas comme ça, tout de travers, qui fait le premier pas pour s'aimer à l'envers. Toi, mon toi, mon tout, mon roi, toi, mon toi, mon tout, mon roi, les papillons en l'air.
Cherry Ho, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, Michael. I didn't know that. Yeah, so that was one example of French pop from the 80s that was rooted in avant-garde in so many ways, but that became very popular. The song is kind of absurdist, playful, childish in a way, but there is a surrealist, absurd aspect to it. And I mean, when this plays on the radio, it's still popular in France. The RTT String Quartet, yeah. I have quite a few of them. So let's see how quickly someone will recognize what this is. I just thought of this because of what we were listening to. is the single from an album. I'll show you the album.
Like the Seminole, Navajo, Kickapoo, like those Indians, I'm an Indian too.
No, it.
Like the Chippewas, Iroquois, Omaha, like those Indians, I'm an Indian too. Some Indian summer's day without a care, I may run away with the cute son of a bear, and I'll wear moccasins, wampum beads, feathered hats, which will go to poop. I'm an Indian too. A just like battle axe, touchy face, eagle nose, like those Indians. I'm an Indian too. Just like rising moon, falling pants, running nose, like those Indians. I'm an Indian too. Some Indian summer day without a sound.
So this is Kid Creole, which is, I mean, it's quite logical to connect this to the New York scene from back then. For me, between this, the Talking Heads, Ramon Chamata, it's the same scene for me, the same music. Of course, Kid Creole took it really far into the pleasant side of things. I love Kid Creole. I think Maladie d'amour and all this is. I got all his records. I mean, if you looked at who the musicians are on this would be the same kind of people you'd see on the John Gale record sometimes. Hey, Ty. So where to next? Just listen to this. Thank you, Kudai. So that's what I love about like dance music from the early 80s, late 70s. Like 2/3 into the tracks, you get this break part. Super funky, super hard. Yeah, Fondare is the singer on this. Indeed, Irving Berlin, you were right. Hey, Nico. Oh. So you're an Indian too, Tai. So where to next, guys? Anyone has a suggestion or like some idea direction? This is pure studio creation, like the way they cut in the cello right before there. That's the technique from musique concrète, electronic music. Yes, we are, Michael. This is really good. The video I did yesterday about Philip Glass, etc. Philip Glass and his and Kurt, the guy who was his right-hand man, they actually produced some of the waitresses also on Z Records. And no fucking way. iCube. iCube did the mixing and the mastering of my very first record. Nicolas. Actually, I for some reason I put it out today. Here it is, my very, very first record. The Roof of Love. Which actually heavily uses this kind of music in a way. Shri Kamel, my favorite Terry Riley record. It's up in the main house. It's when I met Terry Riley. That's the one record of his I had the courage to make him sign it to me, because I find this very cheesy and unpleasant. But this one is, I love Shri Kamel so much I had to. Yeah, of course. So, I feel weird about playing my stuff, but now we got silence, so I need to put something really quickly, because silence, disgusting, horrible. Or I can do a whack-a-mole. Just take one record randomly. Okay. This is a record I know very little about. I think it's a drone record. Let's see. It's a record I was given that I kept, which is rare. People's giving me stuff I don't know. This is a band called Hum. It's a 10-inch. And we have this drone to find the next record to be played. This is a 2008 release on Drone Records, actually, and it's a drone record. But there's a label called Drone from Germany, I believe, and he's also a distributor. Nice guy. He's also a musician. I don't remember the name of his band. I played with him once in a in a cellar in Paris. Telex, Kylie. Oh, Kylie. I have a version of Locomotion by KLF. Maybe I do, Tai. So yeah, I don't have much to say about this because this was given to me. So I don't. Yeah. Kylie. Okay, where could my KLF be? Oh, I think it's in Rain. I think that the Kylie KLF record is not here because it's really bad, so I think it's in another building. But I found 2 KLF records that I think it could be cool to play now. KLF did this album in 89 or 1990 that became a huge, probably the biggest introduction to the techno the mainstream ever had back then. And they've won prizes in the UK for that record, and announced on stage while receiving the prize that there were how do you say quitting. And their biggest hit was What Time Is Love, which we are going to listen to right now in an Echo and the Bunnymen remix version. Yeah, the White Room is the name of the album, of course. They also had like an ambient album. Which is also one of the first ambient albums to really introduce ambient in the 90s, from the 1990s. So this is a remix by by Echo and the Bunnymen. I believe they're from Liverpool originally, right?
Where the kids gonna go?
Yeah, they did, Tom. They did offer the earnings, the proceeds from the record sales, and they filmed it and made it into an art piece. And they still are feeling very ambivalent about it.
Well, this is what's happening now.
There's that.
I'll just say the magic word. Indeed.
This is an early example of when indie rock and dance music really crossed over. And I still think this holds up, actually. Especially since they don't do too much breakbeat in the rhythm there. It's kind of a steady beat, so it's a little more timeless. Although you always have the best questions, the ones I struggle to answer. I'm a little bit ambivalent to 808 States because I really believe that what made 808 States great is a guy called Gerald. There's a few tunes I like from 808 States, but usually I don't think it holds up very well. But it's highly influential. Yeah, Stevie Lage, totally. Let's see. I found those Stevie Lage. Michael, were they awesome? Aphex was awesome. A guy called Gerald was awesome. 808 State, I don't know. I have a few tracks I like and that I have from them. I have New Build somewhere here. Ah. This made me think the trance aspect of it. It made me think of something I think it would be cool to listen to. Something I very rarely talked about, despite me being a really big fan of them. Yes. Yeah, Don Cherry was everywhere. Huh, I'll play, okay. After that, I'll play something related to Don Cherry again. So this is the legendary Pink Dots, the Moria Dimension. This is from 1990, I believe. Doesn't say here. The legendary Pink Dots, they got a huge discography. I love a lot of it. I have almost all their records on CD, at least up until the mid-late 90s. I've seen them live very many times. They are a band between the UK and Holland. Mostly UK musicians relocated to Amsterdam with some Dutch people, musicians. Oops, shit. This is not the usual legendary Pink Dots. It definitely sounds like legendary Pink Dots, but it's more massive, very meaty. Often it's more minimalistic, legendary Pink Dots. But this kind of band really difficult to describe. It's between dub, industrial, folk, singer, songwriter, psychedelic rock. Yes, Edward Casper. And jazz. I'm not Nick. Yeah. Difficult to go through the whole discography of the Pink Dots. LPD. I like this one because it's quite different. It's got like a really steady groove beat, a drive that is very seldom the case in their usual records. The early stuff is a bit dated, but everything after 88 is golden, in my opinion. Because I love how they present themselves. I think I had this sampler, BCCL, because they were all on the plate against Sam. Yeah, this is exceptional. This one is really good as well. This one is a classic. What kind of music is that? This is so difficult to explain. It's like post-punk, jazz, dub, industrial, prog rock. Yeah, Noi or silver apples at the same time.
You know I love you, baby, but you just won't let me. You know I love you, baby, but you just won't let me. Every morning I get up, I sip my cup, my eyes get red, no one to help me. One more thing I'd like to say right here, baby, but you just won't let me. One more
This is a
thing
French
I'd like
record,
to say right here,
as you can hear.
baby, but you just won't let me. I'd like to
Chantage,
baby, you're so nice. I like to do
featuring
the
Nene
things you
Chéri,
like. Baby, you're so nice. I like
and
to
produced by Adrian Sherwood.
I love you so much, so much. I love you.
Yes, and Nene Chéri is one of the singers in this. This was on Celluloid, famous French label of post-punk, funk, white funk, reggae, synth.
I live in this woods alone. I need your company. Sweetheart,
What a cool cover.
I need your company. Every morning I get up, I sip my cup. My eyes get red, no one to help me. One more thing I'd like to say right here, baby, but you just won't let me. One more thing I'd like to say right here, baby, but you just won't let me. I'd like to say, baby, you're so nice. I'm gonna do the same thing twice. Baby, you're so nice. I'm gonna do the same thing twice. I love you, same thing twice. 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 Same thing twice.
Caribbean music was really huge in France in the 80s. There was lots of nightclubs, African nightclubs and West Indies nightclubs. So this is a compilation from a few years ago.
Why?
4 years ago, I believe. And this is a track by Gudrun Gut.
Does it always sound the same? Does it always sound the same?
I love her. Gudrun Gut,
Does it always
Malaria, Einstürzende Neubauten, etc. This is on the Monica Enterprise record label. And there's lots of tracks. Some by Beate Bartel, Barbara Morgenstern, Werkstatt, AGF. I think it's woman themed. It's related to a festival or an event.
Always sounds the same. That's why. Always sounds the same. That's why. Always sounds the same.
Really nice vocoder.
We like to repeat ourselves. Yeah. That's why. That's why. That's why. Expedition. 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 Expedition.
So nice.
Expedition. 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 I like my expedition. I like to
Bodo, yeah. Oh. Like I believe you must have heard her in some older projects from the early 80s. I have an album of hers with Beate Bartel that I rate very high from 3 years ago or so. Some reggae maybe, huh? Hey, Eric. This is very modern stuff of Gudrun Gut, but she's a modernist, so.
You are saying, baby, be good like you know you do. We gonna have every chance together.
And,
Leave a life for each other. God will let the world know how much I need you so. Till I walk the world, you know. Gee, we are never let you go, you know. But so be good, baby, be good. You are love, but not now, you may change, but I will never. Will call me, for I love no other one but you. Now come on down and let her know that you love my soul. Maybe that you never let her go. You can be so and so, so baby say so. See you got to be on the go. You can see that you never know. Say you keep on coming back to the door. Cause I want to see your face no more. You are big, baby. Wow! Tell about it. Call me in the music God version. God knows. Keep on playing you some more. I'm the track for sure. Tell about it, brother. Tell about it. Come on. Sing your musical song. Sing with some brother. You could never be wrong. We gonna have every chance together. We gonna live a life for each other. We gonna sound the trumpet loud and clear. Into the world of our newfound love. Tell the whole wide world about our newfound love, baby. Don't you be maybe. And you don't believe that I'm the thing, cause you will drive my crazy, baby. Wow! Yeah! Oh, yeah.
so Ed, Serge Gainsbourg, it's funny, he's so close to so much stuff I like and love in music. And I wouldn't say I don't like him.
If you listen to what I said, then you will know what
I'm very ambivalent about it.
The future is here for you and I.
It's great, but it's not necessarily for me. But his main arranger, Jean-Claude Vannier, who did all his great records, Melody Nelson, etc., he did one solo album, which is maybe my most expensive record. This is Jean-Claude Vannier, l'enfant assassin des mouches, the child, the fly assassin child. This is the original with the textured cover, with the text by Serge Gainsbourg. The whole story behind it is by Serge Gainsbourg, but the whole music it's Vannier solo, and it's the greatest example of this French megalomaniac arranger. You'll hear it's insane. It's an insane record. I would say, I don't know, jazz, Nurse with Wood, Baroque. No, it's impossible to answer that. Stores like a concrete music collage. What? Francis Lai? No, no. I think you're joking. Francis Lai has done tons of horrible stuff. He did some cool stuff, admittedly, but so this, John, if you're still here, you will love this, I think. I don't know anyone who loves music who's not at least like scared by this. Which one is that? Please clarify. Told you. this might just be the most French record of the 70s. Because it's early 70s. It really was musique concrète, film soundtrack music, it's rock, jazz, and everything put together at the same time. It's just too much, but it's sometimes that's what you want. Yeah, there's a reissue of that, yeah. There's no copies available of this. I had 2 of this, and I sold a copy of this for I think for in really good shape for about 3,000 euros. I think they only did 1,000 copies of this, and because of the Serge Gainsbourg connection, it is extremely sought out. So what next? I mean, you can probably find it for less than that, but in really good shape, it's very, very rare. And Gainsbourg collectors are crazy. What next? What next? Oh, the Dolce related stuff was this, because it featured Nene Chéri. And Dolce could very well have played on this, in my opinion. Yeah, John, somehow, in a way, it does. No, Morricone is always way more minimalistic, and I love Morricone, but so this is so okay. So in the early 2000s, there was a label in Florida called Merck Records, Electronica, IDM, and they had this guy, Mr. Projectile, who came from Midwest Techno, if I remember correctly. And if you guys follow me, you know how much I love Seafield. For me, Seafield is like the natural evolution of My Bloody Valentine. What if My Bloody Valentine had kept on doing records right after Loveless and kept up with the time? with electronic music. So Seafield did that, and then Seafield had their own problems. And this record for me is kind of something that Seafield could have done in a way. This is Mr. Projectile's Sinking. It was released only on CD, and then there was a sampler of some of the best tracks. And last year, the whole album was issued on vinyl for the first time, in a deluxe with bonus tracks, and it's a really good shoegaze album made solely out of beats and electronics. Yeah, exactly. This track for me is so good. Yes, Ty. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, something normal. What is normal? Okay, let's try to define what would be a normal track. What would be a normal record? That would be here. No, we start project now. So you can find a full album, Sinking, which was reissued last year, but otherwise you can get the best tracks on this Merc sampler from back in the days, and it's probably cheap. Yes. So a normal record. Killer intro. Yeah, not as good, but the intro is so good.
Girl, you like me and I like you. Why we come and you play it good. But when your friends come all around, cut your eyes and cover ground. They all tell you you should hang out with the likes of me. I'm from a place that they can't see. But I know this feeling's right. Turn that pretty head around. Just get on up and stay your mind all the time. Stay your mind.
The production on this is so cut and clear. Yeah.
Just don't care what they say. Stay your mind. Do it anyway. You're pretty, so doggone fine.
I have hundreds of them.
Say the right things when you talk, and I ain't lying. You're trying to walk the line between your past and present groove to keep these feelings on the move.
Not untrue. I agree. The bridge is not good either. Okay, let's find a great disco track. Here's some disco, some good disco. Of course. This is the best record ever. Cocaine cover. I'm not sure. I don't think so. No. Was it cool? Exactly, expensive. Pay for the shipping but not for the selection. What are you saying? You are an artist, you should know better, Tai. Without you, my life is sad. Without you, I dream. This is a kind of rare Italo disco tune from the Expensives. It's a really cool secret weapon. Most people have forgotten about it. It's a quite rare and expensive record. BHW, of course, living up. Let's see if someone remembers that. And too many bad ones, unfortunately. What's cool with disco and Italo disco is the fact that so many tracks have something great in it, but also something really bad in it. Is all the edits you can do.
It's like
There was such a wave of unsanctioned promo only edits in the past 15 years now.
white paper ice cream.
I did my share.
In my mouth, it's in my lips. It's like a quips. As I'm in the crossword puzzle, but I can't feel in the blank. White pepper ice cream.
I seem to to remember that this was kind of somewhat produced by the Beastie Boys, or that they helped Sibomato to make it. I think they had like something on Grand Royal. This is on Warner Brothers, but a pretty cool pop record from the 90s.
or spicy,
96.
symmetrical,
Undisputed Truth, yeah,
symmetrical.
that's a great version.
It's all the same to me. I was shocked with words of letters on my lips. I feel uneasy. Black and white, Bonnie and Clyde. Black and white, Bonnie and Clyde. Excuse my son.
Yeah, he did, Michael Valentini.
Under cover of night.
I never really knew how to rate Sibomato. In Europe, no one cared for them. They didn't exist. They were a blip on the radar,
He ran away.
if even. I think that Eric Weinbender has like an affection for them. So I guess they reach an audience in the US for a little while. 90s, obviously.
It's all the same to me. In the puzzle.
They were like a Japanese duo, and there's some singing in English, French, Japanese, so it can be fun. There's a great record like that, much more interesting. Steve Beresford with Anna-Marie Beretta, with some singing by David Toop is on this. Yeah, Kazuko Oki. This is a great record. This is one of my favorite tracks from the 90s. This was only released on CD until 2 years ago or so. It was on a Sub Rosa compilation, Myth 4, with some Turkish music and this Coil track. This was released as Another Brown World Baby Food. This is Baby Food. Yeah, exactly, Michael Valentini. Baby Food is a nickname for LSD, or was at one point. This is pure Danny Hyde, when Danny Hyde's influence on Coil was at its foremost, when Coil became solely electronic. Which is why I find it a bit strange and shameful how little credit Danny Hyde is getting for his involvement in Coil. And okay, he might be overdoing it with some of the stuff that he's releasing and cashing on, but he's probably the main reason why Coil became something much bigger than the poster child for 80s industrial music. Thomas Mack. What next? I'm not gonna be on for much longer, maybe 15 minutes or so. 20. Calcium. I got a bunch of Calcium, probably like 20 records of hers. This is my favorite one. I played it before, but it's always good to play Calcium. But first, yeah, I'll play some of this Sylvia Asford record. It's funny how I play this Coil track, and before I even say what it is, two of you guys like name the actual track. So yeah, this things are moving forward. That's my opinion as well. Hello Eddie. I have kind of an issue with Dave Dykester. Dave Dykester, I think, is doing great stuff, except that they're not doing it. It's just mega mixes of stuff that already exists, which is fun in a sense, but I don't think they dig that deep that it warrants actually being offered as original material. But I like Miles Whittaker. His solo stuff I really like. This is on NATO, a great French label for avant rock, jazz, free improv. So there's some great records by Jean-François Pauvos, guitar player. So this has Steve Beresford, Alan Hacker, David Toop.
If you are looking for me, you'll find me living in the architecture which
Yes.
can fit me fine. Every structure seems to suit me with my comfortable gestures. Just what I've been looking for, which I can carry well in the morning, and which can carry me as well
Emmanuel.
into the night.
I will keep it up until tomorrow evening, but I won't have this up forever like most of my... Obviously, yeah.
Every stitch around the windows makes me
Yeah, they are.
feel at home.
As I am. I'll show you my Otaker collection.
There's always lots of room in my pockets.
See?
Shame on. And I will love you too, and we'll make comfortable gestures. The light is right for a little vibration of colors tonight.
Yeah, that's a lot of Otaker. Still got something for you, John. I'm putting together a package for you, Nick, Randy, and a few others. Yeah, Funky Robert Wyatt. It's kind of the same players in a way, or same world. I mean, Robert Wyatt, we take him for granted, but man, his records, there's nothing like it.
Cicada is singing so sweetly. Cicada is calling my name. Ma chérie m'a dit, vous devez me suivre. Peut-être ne savez-vous pas ce que vous pouvez découvrir. I was very happy to be lost in my favorite desert. That was how I found something special for myself. I wish to bring back a gift for you too. You know, some flowers do grow there. So there can be many colors. Maybe un sur blonde. The sound speaks in such a fluid tongue, like the rain. I could talk with it all day and into the night. But then I get so thirsty, so thirsty. Cicada is singing so sweetly. Cicada is calling my name. Ma chérie, m'a dit, vous devez me suivre. Peut-être ne savez-vous pas ce que vous pouvez découvrir.
So this is the only vinyl record of a French pop band from the early 90s called Lighthouse. Unfortunately, it's a live recording. What's really strange with it is how this guy sounds exactly like Conan Mocassin, but like 15, 20 years before. It's like French indie. There was a scene in Rennes, in Brittany, where they were really heavily into the Sarah records and stuff like that. The Lighthouse, they had like a CD that is one of my favorite pop records of the 90s, but it's only a CD.
Leave me behind, I'm trapped in my mind. I'm lost in confusion in my mind.
You should talk to me on the Instagram, Bruno.
In my mind, I'm trapped in my way today.
And these aren't even the best tracks, but his voice, oh my god. I was so happy when I found this. There's no one interested in that, but I didn't know it was going to be a live recording, unfortunately. But well, you get what you get. Sometimes there's nothing else. I think Nick would like this.
Stars go and they were never used to shine. So I had to be thinking about you. I'll dream about another age where I could be so scary and
This is the right pitch, by the way.
shades of blue and gray. On the way is one life, outer space and outer
Two is great, yeah.
Blowing magic inside and ready girls to slay.
Now for a very strange record. Strange, I don't know. I don't know if this is a post-punk band, an industrial band, techno band. I think they might be from Belgium. Super cool. I have some of his stuff. His very first album. Trip-hop rhythm, yeah. And DCCL. This is Elie Medeiros cover and Rabucho custom for me for my birthday. Beware of the mermaids. Okay, a couple of love tracks. make it 2.5 hours, and then I'm done. Yes. Wow. Lately, I've been chatting about with a few people about their makeup, about Cabaret Voltaire and Salt